Hi, welcome to my video on PeerBoard platform as an alternative to Thinkific communities. In this video, I'm going to show you how PeerBoard integrates directly into your Thinkific course platform so that you can use it as a robust, feature-rich, interactive, and engaging discussion board. So the reason PeerBoard came about is that a lot of us in the course space were using Facebook groups or Slack or maybe even Discord or Circle. There's a lot of platforms out there. And while they're great that there's a lot of platforms, the biggest challenge is that they're all external sites and external applications. And PeerBoard is the discussion board and community platform that is integrated directly into Thinkific so that the colors and the themes and the domain can directly match within your existing Thinkific platform, branding, colors, and make it a very seamless and very uniform and consistent experience. So what I love about PeerBoard is not only that it's directly integrated into Thinkific, but it really allows you to do a lot of different discussions, have different subgroups, moderate and format your discussions, and it's all very secure. While Facebook groups is used often, there are some concerns about data privacy and data security and selling of our data with using Facebook. And PeerBoard makes it really easy and very clear to know what their data policy and what their data security policy is so that you rest assured that your data is not sold, shared, or handed out to any third-party marketing or sales companies. So PeerBoard is very secure and very safe with sharing discussions and having discussions and ensuring that your personal information and also your students' information in terms of name, in terms of their email address is not shared and or given to anyone else. So you can definitely rest easily at night knowing that PeerBoard really values and really emphasizes security of data and ensures that the most important thing about using PeerBoard is really fostering that interactive learning discussion. While PeerBoard is definitely great for using it as a course discussion alternative compared to Thinkific communities, it can also be used as a community platform. I'm going to just focus for this video on using it as a discussion forum for your courses. And first of all, I'm going to show you right now, this is the Thinkific backend. So the cool thing when I say it's really integrated within Thinkific, it is because first of all, the first thing you want to do is after you set up your PeerBoard account, they have an onboarding course which takes you step by step through the whole onboarding and setting up your course platform in Thinkific and connecting it into PeerBoard. So once that's set up, they'll tell you to set up the custom page, and then you can then choose to have this page show up on your landing page in the menu bar so that people who are on your site can see the discussions that are public. And right now, I'm going to give you an overview of the back end and talk then at the end about pricing and let you know that there is an affiliate code at the bottom of the screen. And I hope you can check out and sign up for PeerBoard and give it a try. I'm really excited about this, so you can see my enthusiasm. I can talk about this all day long. Okay, PeerBoard, this is the back end. So what I love is that it really is seamless. So as you can see, it's already integrated in Thinkific. The colors matches my existing landing page colors. I can change that later. The link, this would be the link if someone wanted to go directly to access the discussion boards, and I can customize this and add this to a custom domain so that everything is more integrated and connected at the end. But this is just to show you how I've set it up for now. They make it really easy to discern based on these icons. Okay, this is billing, this is questions, these are settings, this is all your admin panel. But spaces, this is where I really enjoy using this so far, is that I've created different spaces to demo how you can use it for different groups. So let's just say you run different programs on courses with different cohorts. Let's just say I run this Launch Your Online Course in 6 Weeks program, but I have a fall, winter, and spring cohort. I can create different spaces for different groups, and then I can have alumni group where everyone from all the courses are then enrolled into this space and can participate and discuss. And then I can have other subspaces or groups, as some people like to say, for different topics. So maybe this is devoted specifically to the cohorts, but let's just say I have a general group that I want to then customize, like for updates, general discussion in terms of what products I'm trying to launch, market research, I can customize all this to those different ideas in terms of using my community to help grow my business. And also use this to support students on their learning journey, because the more I support and can create an environment for students to succeed in learning, the more students will want to come back and take more courses with me. So then you can see that these are all the different spaces. And then let's just go and take a look at one of the spaces and show you what is really powerful about these sorts of discussions that you can have inside these spaces. So this is my fall, and I've customized it with an orange icon, because orange, I think of fall as in harvest and orange and leaves changing. And so right now there is no post yet, but let's just say that this is the topic, and then this is my description for this group. And if I want to write a post, I can click on write a post. And then I can give my post a title that says, hey, I'm new here and I'm excited to meet you all. This is virtual. And then in my post, I can say this week lesson was powerful. And then I can add a video message. The idea is that every post is not just text, but I can customize this. I can make it bold, italic, I can strike it through. I can even add the code. But the most important thing is if I wanted to add a video, I can paste a link and then the video will show up directly here. And that's what makes it really great to interact with each other, is that you'll have the opportunity as an end user not only to format your posts, I can add bullet points, I can add different numbered lists, but the video is a great way to then enhance this discussion, and then I can publish it. And the most important thing is once a student posts this, everyone else will see it. They'll get notified and subscribe to all the conversations. And if later on they don't like being subscribed, they can change the notification settings and remove the email notification. But I think that's really helpful because sometimes we get distracted and we might forget. And so it's good to get a notification that says, hey, there's a new comment, a new discussion in this space, check it out. And then the other important thing to note is that PeerBoard makes it really easy in terms of moderation. So let's just say this is a post, and if I don't like it, I can remove it, I can lock it, or I can hide it, or I think it's great, I can pin it. It really is more supportive to moderating discussions and communities, group discussion communities, more than Thinkific communities, so that you can set up these posts and discussions and remove them if they're offensive or if they're not in line with the topic. So now I want to show you, then go back and see that, so this is the one that I pinned, and then you can see that this is the video that I've embedded, and then they can share the post if they want. They can also engage with more comments and more images or videos. And then the cool thing is if I want to then continue, I can click on that plus button, and then the discussion continues. So they make it really easy to participate, engage, and I think it's really easy to follow. I'm on the enterprise plan. I'm doing demos, so you'll see that I have a lot more features than if you were on a paid plan. And these are different spaces, and then I can choose, let's just say, homework right now. And the cool thing is, I have to say, this is what my favorite thing about PeerBoard is that I can have different icons. So before I didn't have an icon, so I chose this as an icon. And then if you ever want to change it, you can go to settings, go to spaces, and then you can see that these are my different spaces. And it's important to give a description to each. And then I can click on this to change the emoji at any time and put smiley face or whatever. But I really like because it makes it really visually appealing to follow which group is for which discussion. And then the last thing I want to say that about PeerBoard is that so you have your spaces which you can make public or private. So different cohorts you may not want to share what's being discussed in different cohorts, but maybe you want to have a general alumni group where people specifically share their positive experience or share what they're learning and share what their reflections are. And you can have a space for people who are interested in joining your your next launch and you want to take ideas and questions, then you can have this question space specifically for questions to join your next cohort. And so that's what's really neat, is that this is an opportunity to then use this in a way not just for students who are currently enrolled, but students who are potentially interested in enrolling. And then the admin is what's really cool. So you can enroll people as different moderators of different spaces. And then the admin area is like ideas. Let's just say you've noticed something, and this is an opportunity for you and the moderators to share feedback about concerns in terms of how students are doing, or concerns about maybe we're going too fast. And so it really makes it easy to have that conversation with each other as students in a course and as an instructor in a course. And this for all the moderators who are moderating different groups. And I want to mention about the post is that right now you can see there's an icon for each space, and then it's very interactive in this. You can add bullet points, lists, italicize, and bold. And one of the things that's really exciting that's coming up on the roadmap, ability to add emojis to each post, because sometimes if we're just writing a post, there's a lot of lack of context. And so emoji avoid any confusion so that we understand the tone and context of a specific post. So while that is not in here yet, it is coming up on the roadmap. But the most important is that you can add video. Let's say you wanted to jump in and do a live stream. You could post a Zoom link specifically in here, or if you're using like something like a third party through YouTube, you could embed that link in here. Students can see, okay, you're showing up for a live stream, and they'll click that link and it will show up as a video live stream specifically in here. So that's really a very long and maybe also short overview about PeerBoard as a community platform alternative and as a discussion alternative platform to Thinkific communities. The last thing now I want to talk about is pricing. Yes, Facebook groups and Slack and Discord, they all have free plans, but Facebook groups and Slack and Discord are all external links. And so PeerBoard is, as you can see, it's directly, once I create this page, it shows my Thinkific landing page, and it's very accessible and customizable, and makes it look like the brand is completely built into Thinkific, which it is. And so PeerBoard has a free plan, there is a starter plan, and a professional plan. The biggest difference really is that the free plan is where you can use it for unlimited spaces discussions. The only challenge is that there is no hidden spaces. There is no, basically that you don't have the option to make some spaces hidden and not public. So everything is public and everything is open-ended, open for everyone to see. So if you're really using it as both a community platform and as a course discussion platform, then you may want to then decide to get a starter plan where you can have the option for 3 private spaces, or if you need more later on, definitely the professional plan, because it's really important it's really important when you're like evaluating platforms. You can choose from like so many different platforms out there, but this is directly built this. So there are many platforms out there, but I like that PeerBoard is directly integrated into Thinkific, and it makes it really easy to follow, engage, and it really keeps students focused, and it keeps your learners engaged as well. And I think for me personally, it's important to have a private space because there are specific discussions. And instead of sending an email, you can just have a specific course moderator admin space. And then that's something that you and all the moderators can see and have an ongoing discussion. And so that is PeerBoard in a nutshell. Come back next week for more demos about how PeerBoard can be further used to enhance, promote discussions in your courses and engage your students and support them on their learning journey. So thank you for watching. And as you can see, I want to quickly then compare with Circle. So Circle.io does not have a free plan. They do give you a 14-day free trial, but their basic plan starts at $39, and it's more focused on not just as a community platform, but also for hosting events. If you're really interested in a platform for discussion and building community, that is where PeerBoard is much more of a superior and affordable and accessible and easy product to use for everyone involved. But let me know if you have any questions, comments, feedback. Hopefully you can come back next week and check out the other video series on PeerBoard. Thanks again.